ওকে। আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে। তাহলে আমি আপনাকে আস্ক করছি, হ্যাঁ?
Yeah, obviously.
Okay, thank you for giving me this permission. Um, shall we begin?
Yep.
What is your name?
My name is Mohammed Imranur Rahman. You can call me Imran.
That's great. What is your profession?
I'm a web developer, and I work in a software company whose name is American Based IT.
Okay. And how you came here actually?
Um, okay, I came here, pick a bus, then walk a little distance to reach here.
Mhm. That's great. And how many language can you speak?
Uh, Actually, I can speak three language, but my native language is Bangla, and I can speak English for my professional life and little bit about Hindi.
Wow, that's great. Um, how useful will English be to you in your future?
Okay, it's very important to my future because I'm planning to move abroad, study or work permit. By this way, it's very important to my career.
Yeah, that's good. What do you remember about learning language at school?
Actually, it was oats because in my school life there is no any opportunity to learning English speaking or learning language because in our education system there is two separate book for English, which is English Part One, English Part Two. Part two is about grammar, but there is no particular things to learning about language. So it was bad about my learning language at school.
Mm, okay, fine. Uh, what do you think would you be the hardest language for you to learn?
Mm, well, it is very interesting question. I didn't thought. I haven't thought about that way, but I think maybe French or Spanish would be toughest for me.
That's great. Uh, now, may I ask you for text two?
ওয়েল ঠিক আছে তাহলে আমি পার্ট টু এর ইয়াটা শুরু করি আর কি ওকে
You should.
okay as I'm a web developer, I every day I visit many kind of website to buy something or visit by doing something or searching something. But among them, AliExpress is good for me for buying something because whenever I bought from this website, it tracks something like they store my history. By this way, I can uh, reorder these products. And last time, like 3 or 4 months ago, I bought some jewelries for my wife, and it's they developed. Sorry, they provide me within like 15 or 20 days. So and this product was so good, and their facilities or the return policy also a good because once a time I returned some product, and they return my payback. So by this way, I am so much satisfied with their facilities and policy. So and I also recommended to my friends and family members to buy something from AliExpress. But one difficulties arose by this buying from AliExpress because they support online transaction like credit card or PayPal, but Bangladesh, most of the people don't have credit card. So it is the one things that I dislike. I think it would be open for everyone can buy something from this website. So that's all. So 2 minute হয়ে গেছে আর কি।
Yes.
ওকে, সো আমি একটা রিকোয়েস্ট করব, সেটা হইতেছে
Okay.
আমি জানি আমার ভুলগুলো কোথায়। সো আমরা যদি একে অপরের যখন যে বলবে আরকি,
Yes.
বাকিরা যদি একটু স্পিচের পরে একবারে সবার শেষে আরকি ১-২ মিনিট একটু আপনারা বলে দেন যে এই
Mhm.
স্পিচের ভিতরে এইখানে একটু ইমপ্রুভ করা যায়। সো বাই দিস ওয়ে দেখা গেছে
Mhm.
যে আপনি একদিনে তো ইমপ্রুভ করতে পারবেন না। দেখা গেছে আস্তে, আস্তে ২ সপ্তাহ পরে দেখবেন যে অনেক
No.
ইমপ্রুভমেন্ট হয়ে গেছে আরকি।
Yes.
ওকে, সো
Yes,
থার্ড
yes.
পার্টে চলে যাই।
ওকে, ওকে, ঠিক আছে। এখানে যে কোশ্চেন গুলো আছে সেগুলো
This is Rafi here.
সরি,
This summer on the life,
সরি তাহমিদ ভাই কিছু বলছিলেন?
whenever you described your school life. Yes, yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hello, hello, guys. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear
Yes,
you.
yes, we can hear you.
Yeah. Whenever you describe your school experience about languages, on that time you described that it's supposed to be was, but you are describing as a present sentence. But it shouldn't be the present tense. It should be the past tense.
Yeah, that's thank you for catching these things. And
Because don't mind, because we are
no,
just
no, no,
here
no,
is the
no,
open
no,
place to discuss all those things.
no. Don't. It's not about mind because minding anything.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, exactly.
open to speaking because
Definitely, definitely.
we want to all want to like by
We
your
have to
own self
remove our
removing these things or
exactly because
improving.
we have to remove our hesitations, our shyness, and we have to improve gradually by talking with each other. Otherwise, whenever you talk to the example, we will be feel so much shyness. So
Yeah.
that would be better. If we are discussing among us, then it would be better, right?
Okay. So I want to say something like আমরা মানে ফুল লাইক কোশ্চেন যখন শেষ হয়ে যাবে আর কি, এরপরে ফিডব্যাকটা দিলে আমাদের টাইম কনজিউমটা ঠিক থাকবে আর কি। আপনারা যদি শোনার
Exactly. Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's a good point.
হ্যাঁ, বিকজ দেখা গেছে যে আমরা যদি মানে মাঝখানে বলি একজন আর কি, তো আরেকজন ইন্টারাপ্ট করলে তখন দেখা যায় যে এটা লেন্দি হবে। আমরা যদি একটা টাইম শিডিউল করি লাইক পার পারসন ১০ মিনিট করে বা ৮ মিনিট করে সময় পাবে। লাইক
Right, right, right.
প্রথম কোশ্চেন গুলো দেখা গেছে ৩ মিনিট ৪ মিনিটের দিকে বললো, মাঝখানেরটা ২ মিনিট, লাস্টেরটা ৩-৪ মিনিট, এরপরে ফিডব্যাক দিলেন এক একজন ১-২ মিনিট।
Right,
আদারওয়াইজ দেখা গেছে যে মাঝখানে এরকম এই যে
right, right.
এলোমেলো কথা বলতে বলতে একজনেরই দেখা গেছে ২০ মিনিট পার হয়ে গেছে, বাকি অন্যরা প্র্যাকটিস করতে সময় পাবে না আর কি। ঠিক আছে, ওকে, থ্যাংক ইউ ভাইয়া।
Brother, can you do something that, yeah,
ইয়া,
Aram bhai, can you do something that in this group, if you are just try to implement one rules that everybody have to be talking English, then it should be better than so many. We will feel urge to talk in English because if you
obviously
are allowing to talk in,
obviously Tahmid bhai, it's very good idea because we are starting point, so that's why I allow to speak in Bangla, but
yeah,
by
right,
this
right.
way like
Because what will be
after 10 day or after 2 week later we will stop speaking in Bangla. Okay, but in this
exactly, exactly.
first
That
time,
would be a good idea.
okay, first time like some will be hesitated something to sell in say in English for personal something, so that way that time we allow to speak in Bangla,
Because that, yeah, yeah, right, right,
but
right,
for the
right.
little
Okay, that
while
should be
like
better.
for the 10 day or 1 week, after that it will
Yeah.
not allow to speak in Bangla. Okay,
So,
Moshumi apu continue asking me.
Okay, now I'm going to ask you for part three.
be 1 week because why I'm telling because if still feeling hesitated, it will be better.
Okay. After 1 week, it will we will allow to not allow to speak in Bangla. Thank you, Tahmid bhai. Okay,
Okay, uh, let's start discussion topics. Shopping online. The topic. What kind of things do people in your country often buy from online shops?
okay. So nowadays, many e-commerce sites is opening day by day. So every human or every people is aware about the e-commerce system. So by this way, many people are buying some daily groceries or their dresses or cosmetic buy from the online, depend on their requirement.
Yes. Why do you think online shopping has become so popular nowadays?
Okay, it's very popular nowadays because of one important thing is pandemic. For COVID-19, people are not allowed to go outside, and it is the main reason for now online shopping is popular day by day. And other way,
Yeah.
if you think other way, like if you want to buy something from shopping mall or somewhere else, you have to go there, spend some time, then you have to go back your home. By this way, you spend lots of money for in transportation, and also you spend your time. So if you buy from your home, so it will save your time as well as your money.
Right. What are some possible disadvantages of buying things from online shops?
Okay, by buying from online shop, it has many disadvantages, but government can take step to reduce that kind of things. There's a like some bad people showing a beautiful image of the product, but they provide like the some lowest quality products. So it is the one major disadvantage nowadays from buying something from the online shop.
Yeah, right. Why do many people today keep buying things which they do not need?
Okay,
Do you understand?
yeah, I understand. Some people are much, very much. Some people are very some people have some hobby about shopping. So by this way, some people spend their money for buying something on online or some shop which is do not need for them. ওকে আপু আপনি যে কোনো একটা পার্ট জিজ্ঞেস করেন, ঠিক আছে? নাইলে সবাই কভার করতে পারবে না আর কি। ওই অনলাইন শপটা আপনারা শেষ
It's
করছেন, ওইটাই আজকে আমার
yes.
আমার জন্য থাকুক। এবার আমার
Okay.
উপরে ফিডব্যাক দিতে পারেন কাউসার ভাই, শাহরিয়ার ভাই, তো আমি তো আপু সবার
Yeah, yeah.
যদি
Ask
কোনো
them.
ফিডব্যাক থাকে আর কি আমার জন্য দিতে পারেন, আমি কোথায় ইমপ্রুভ করতে পারি আর কি। লাইক আমি
Yeah.
জানি আমার অনেক জায়গায় হয়, তারপরে রিপিটেড ওয়ার্ড হয়, আহ, আহ, এরকম থাকতে পারে, বা আমি টেন্সে ভুল করতেছি, সাবজেক্ট ভার্ব এগ্রিমেন্টে ভুল করতেছি, একটু যদি বলে দেন ধরে ধরে যে এই জায়গাটা ভাইয়া এটা বললে ভালো হইতো, এটা বললে ভালো হইতো, তাইলে আপনাদের অ্যাটেনশনটাও ঠিকভাবে বোঝা যাবে যে আপনারা আসলে শুনতেছেন। শুনলেও কিন্তু অনেক সময় অনেক ইমপ্রুভমেন্ট হয় আর কি। হ্যাঁ, ভুলগুলো ধরলেও আপনার ইমপ্রুভমেন্ট হবে যে না ওই ভাইয়াটা এরকম ভাবে ভুল করতেছে, তাহলে আমার হয়তো বা এই ভুলটা করা উচিত না। ওকে, ওকে কাউসার ভাই আপনি স্টার্ট করেন, তাহলে আপনাকে আজ করি আর কি। হোয়াট ইজ ইউর নেম?
My name is, thank you. My name is Kausar Ahmed. You can call me Kausar.
Okay. How many do you live in a nuclear family or a large family? Joint family, sorry.
Um, well, I live in a joint family. I have one brothers and two sisters, and my father is a government employee. My mother is a housewife, and it's a joint family.
Okay, that's good. Okay. How many language do you speak? How many language can you speak?
I can speak two language. One is Bengali, and another is English.
Okay.
Bengali is my mother tongue, and English is my second language, and it's known as official language in Bangladesh. So I use it as my second language.
Okay. Do you remember about learning English at schools?
Yes, I can remember right now my first learning in English, and that was when I was when I, at the age of 6. It was started, and I got I got a book that was preliminary books for learning English, and I learned letters from there. And it's actually it's the starting of my learning English. And after learning the basic word, I mean, I mean, the word, and still now I am in position. So yeah.
Okay. What do you think would be the hardest language for you to learn?
Well, it's a nice question. Last week I saw a movies that was a Japanese movies. So I can remember right now. It's I saw it in Japanese language, and it has also subtitle. But it was the word they talking. It was very difficult for me to understand. So after watching that, I think it's the hardest language that I have ever seen to learn. So I thought it could be very difficult for me if I want to learn it.
Okay, thank you. This is your interview part one. So here is your cue card. Can you?
Very dissatisfaction for me because of it was very necessary for me within 1 month, but I found it after 1 month. So that makes me unhappy. But the thing is that is very important. I found the right product that I actually ordered. It's recently there have so many website in different server, but we whenever we choose online shopping, we cannot
Okay,
find the
okay.
actual product.
It's time up. So thank you for speaking. This is your interview part two. So we can start with part three. What kind of things do people in your country often buy from online shops?
Well, people learn a lot of things from online shop right now, and I think people are being more interested to buy and purchase from online due to some several reasons. If I say an example, due to the COVID-19 or pandemic, people are still now still staying at home. So that's why they are buying so many things from online, and instead of going to the market. So they are purchasing the thing, they purchase mobile phones, they purchase jewelries, they purchasing so many dresses, and so on.
Okay. Why do you think online shop has become so popular nowadays?
um, the point that the point that I can remember, that people are becoming people are now so quick. They want the product that they want the product that actually uh, uh, they want to get it right now. So they have no patience right now to waiting for the product. And yeah, that I want to say, it's easy, and people are now so busy, and that's why they are trying to they are trying to get the right product with the right time. And that's why they have they have no available time to go market and choose the right product, and spend time on their that's why they are become online shopping are becoming more popular right now.
Okay, so what are some uh, possible disadvantages of buying things from online shop?
Well, one of the major disadvantages of buying an online shop, that is uh, uh, providing uh, defaulting favoring default product, and most of the people are arguing that they are not getting the right product that they ordered. So after it's a very common complaint right now. So that's why it's a major disadvantage, and there are some other disadvantages, like there are some false website who are actually uh, 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 showing their products with fabrications, but actually uh, they are not providing the right service, right product. And yeah,
ওকে, সো ওকে, সো কারো যদি ফিডব্যাক দেওয়া থাকে বলতে পারেন আর কি।
please.
তাহমিদ ভাই।
Oh, he described very well, no problem. I didn't find any problems at all. But one thing I that noticed that in the questions, first questions you asked that what kind of things do people in your country often buy from online? On that time, you said uh, learn, but actually it's not to be the learn. No? It should be buy something, right?
ওকে,
I don't know the word coming, most probably slip of tongue, but I just noticed that.
ওকে, আর কেউ কিছু
Okay.
বলবেন? ওকে, আচ্ছা আমি একটা বলি, এটা হচ্ছে যে you said that my mother tongue. So I think if you say like it is my native language, so it would be
Yeah.
much more professional or much more uh,
Fluent, right?
good.
Fluent.
You're right.
Sounds fluent.
হ্যাঁ, ইয়া।
Yes, sounds like
ওকে,
better.
আচ্ছা এখন হইতেছে ওই
And
জুমের টাইমটা শেষ হয়ে যাচ্ছে।
brother, one thing I want to mention,
জি,
brother, one thing I want to mention in the part two, the task response. In the second question is what you bought from the website,
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ
but you
হ্যাঁ
didn't mention the product name.
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ, এটা এটা একটা ইম্পর্টেন্ট বিষয় বলছেন। হ্যাঁ, আপনার কিন্তু টাস্ক অ্যাচিভ করতে হবে, নাইলে কিন্তু মার্ক পাওয়া যাবে না। থ্যাংক ইউ। ওকে, তাহলে আমি এটাতে আবার আবার রিজয়েন দিচ্ছি। হ্যাঁ, ওই জুমের ইয়াটা শেষ হয়ে গেছে আর কি, কেটে যাবে এখনই।
Okay, brother. Okay, okay.
ওকে,
Okay.
ওকে, সো হোয়াট ইজ ইউর নেম?
Okay, this my name is MB Tahmidur Rahman, and you can call me Tahmid. That
ওকে,
is my family name.
ওকে, how you come here today?
Okay, I come here through bus. It's take around 2 hours, and after that, I take a little walk, and just here it's around take 2.5 hours to reach to the exam center.
Okay, so how many language can you speak?
If you're telling me to talk about the languages, then I have to say that I can communicate in three languages. The firstly, as a native language, I can talk in Bangla, and as an international language, I can also communicate in English. And thirdly, as a neighboring country, I can also talk in Hindi also.
Okay, thank you. How useful will English be to you in your future?
So that would be a tremendous efforts to achieve my future goals, because if really all the people have some dreams to achieve like that, I have also dream of studying abroad, and if I could learn the English language perfectly, then definitely I go to abroad and I go to work in a global workplace.
Okay. What do you remember about learning language at school?
If I am talking about the language learning experience at school, then it's really horrible. On that time, all the friends and me also was very scared about that language because on that language, the learning system in the schools is not that friendly actually. It was all are just exam based learning. So all the peoples are learned how to pass the exam, but we didn't learn that how fluently and how naturally we can acquire the language. So if sum up, if I have to tell, then I would say that the experience was not good at all.
Okay. What do you think would be the hardest language for you to learn?
Okay, so then I have to say that definitely a Mandarin. Mandarin it sounds very difficult to learn, though I didn't take a single attempt to learn it. But by listening some movies and the news, I just understand that it's really quite difficult to understand and learn also.
Okay. So here is the end of your part one. You have 1 minute to
Thank
prepare
you.
yourself for the Q cut.
In this part, I was telling you to describe a website where I purchased something. Okay, so if I have to mention definitely I would say that the popular website in our country that is called evaluate.com, and it's a really it has so many they have so many good the owner of this website and of the enterprise is the Mr. Russell, and he just started his business from last 2 years in the Bangladesh. And I have bought a washing machines from Ivali, and around 5 months ago I ordered it, and I got delivered 1 month ago. So it took around 4 months, though it's taking 4 months. But this is the big things is that the good part is that I got it. I able to purchase it around 50% discount. The market price of that washing machines is 60,000, but I purchased it by 30,000. So it's around 50%, and this is a very good sign for the middle class family. Though it was taking 2 to 3 months for delivering the goods, but it is affordable for the middle class family to buy from thevalley.com. And the finally, if I have to say, then the product quality was really good as they are described in the ad also. So my experience was a little bit shaky, but finally I have to say that I was satisfied to purchase from their website. And the
Uh,
reputations of the
okay, okay,
Evali.com
okay. This is
is gradually increasing.
this is
Two minutes up.
in your time. So 2 মিনিটের ভিতরে you have to answer your whole thing. Okay. 2 minute after 2 minutes, examiner can stop you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay,
So
okay.
like continue practice about these things. Okay, this is the end of your part two. So you can start with part three.
So
Uh,
as I
Sorry.
until it's stopped by the examiner, we should continue. Yeah, yeah. Most probably network is getting slow.
Yeah, yes. Okay, so this is the end of your part two. We can start with part three. What kind of things do people in your country often buy from online shop?
Okay. Previously, people are used to buy some fashions product and some kind of electronics product is in a very small cost amounted product they are ordered from the website. But nowadays, in the pandemic situations, people are getting habituated to order all kind of things through website because the people are not interested to go to the existing physical market by purchasing something. So they are order vigorously through the website. It can be the grocery, it can be the electronics, it can be the fashions product. Nowadays, people are ordering everything through
Okay. Why do you think online shop becomes so popular nowadays?
because if I have to tell that don't have the time to go to the markets now, because instead of purchasing from the also communications and transportations also. So it is the people are off to shopping.
Okay. Okay. What are some possible disadvantages of buying things from online shop?
Oh, okay. Yeah, everything have some pros and cons, and the online shopping has also some disadvantages. And for these disadvantages, not for the all the sellers. Some of the sellers are fraud, and they are just showing some deceptive advertising. By through the deceptive advertising, they are just try to focused on their product as much as original, and they are just taking very attractive pictures and that attract to the customers for purchasing their product. But whenever they got in hand, then they are become dissatisfied with their product. That is not the original; it's the mirror copy. Some of the times there is some disadvantages of payment. Something that for paying the payment gateway is not smooth. Some of the sellers uh, payment gateway is not smooth at all. These are the disadvantages I have noticed in my observations.
Okay. That's the end of your exam. So this is the feedback. Like uh, at the part one, you told that টেক টু বাস। সো আমি মনে হয় এইখানে একটু প্রবলেম হয়েছে, টেক বাস হবে আর কি। তারপর হইতেছে আপনি একটা জিনিস বলছেন খুব ভালো লাগছে, যেটা
Take
হচ্ছে
bus, right, right.
নেইবারিং কান্ট্রি ল্যাঙ্গুয়েজ। এটা খুব ভালো লাগছে যে আপনি হয় কি অনেক সময় কিছু কিছু বলার সাথে সাথে যদি কিছু পয়েন্ট অ্যাড করা যায় আর কি, তাহলে এটা খুবই বেটার হয়
Then
এক্সামিনার।
it will just expand sometimes.
হ্যাঁ, হ্যাঁ, হ্যাঁ। তো এটাতে একটু মানে এক্সামিনার যে মানে এক্সামিনার একটু ভালো চোখে দেখে আরকি। যদি কোনো লাইক অ্যাট্রিবিউটস এড করা যায় আরকি। লাইক আমি শুধু হিন্দি ল্যাঙ্গুয়েজ বলছিলাম। কিন্তু আপনি এটার সাথে বলছেন যে নেইবারিং কান্ট্রি ল্যাঙ্গুয়েজ। সো এটা খুবই ভালো একটা বিষয় আরকি। আর আরেকটা বিষয় ভালো লাগছে যে অনেক সময় এইটা সবার জন্য বলতেছি আরকি। লাইক অনেক সময় হয় কি আমরা অনেক কথা বলি। কিন্তু লাস্টে আসলেও একটা কথায় কনক্লুশন টানতে চাই আরকি। তো তখন সাম আপ কথাটা খুবই ইম্পর্টেন্ট একটা জিনিস। সাম আপ করে আমি এইটা বলতে চাচ্ছি। তো এটা আপনি ইউজ
Yeah.
করছেন, যেটা ভালো লাগছে। আর এছাড়া আপনার কিছু কিছু জায়গায় হয়তোবা রিপিটেটেড আসছে আর কিছু পজ আছে।
Stammering আছে, right?
হ্যাঁ, হ্যাঁ, স্ক্যামারিং আছে
Yeah,
এবং কিছু পজ আছে। বড় কিছু ছোট বড় পজ আছে। এগুলো একটু কমায় ফেললে আপনার ল্যাঙ্গুয়েজ খুবই ভালো, খুবই ভালো। আপনার 6.5 এর উপরে আসার পসিবিলিটি আছে আপনার আপনার স্পিকিং এ। ওকে, তাহলে এরপরে আচ্ছা হাত উঠায় আছে হইতেছে ফা ফা- ফাহাদ ফাহাদ বিন নূর। আপনি শুরু করতে পারেন ভাইয়া। ফাহাদ বিন নূর, আপনাকে কি জিজ্ঞেস করব কিনা?
Yes, please. You
তাহমিদ ভাই আপনি মিউট করে দেন প্লিজ।
can ask me.
Okay. So, what is your full name?
Okay, my full name is Tarifur Rahman Fahad. You can call me Fahad.
I've already got it.
Okay. Uh, mm, do you work or study?
Uh, at present, I am a jobless person. Before I worked at a,
সরি ভাইয়া ভুলে মিউটে টিপ পড়ে গেছে আপনি একটু ইয়া করেন ফোন আসছে তোমার
okay, at present now I am a jobless person, and before I worked in the airlines as a reservation executive. Due to the COVID situation, pandemic, actually I lost my job.
Okay, so sorry about that. Okay, how many language can you speak?
Uh, I can speak four languages, which are Hindi, and international language English, as well as the Arabics, and my native language as well, the Bengali.
Okay, that's good. How useful will English be to you in your future?
Uh, I believe English is more beneficial language for my future because of I want to study abroad. Uh, for my further education, will help. Uh, English will very help. Uh, sorry to say, English will help me a lot.
Okay, so what do you remember about learning language at school? What do you remember about learning language at school? Hello, Fahad bhai. Lost maybe connection. Uh, hello, Fahad bhai.
Yeah, you can call me Genia. It's my nickname.
Okay. Uh, how many language can you speak?
Okay, I can speak in English or and Bengali. Bengali is my native language, and English is international language. So I must be learn it.
Okay, that's good. How useful will English be to you in your future?
Well, it's very useful portion for me, and English is very useful. We know that, and my plan is I want to go abroad for study purpose and work too. That's the reason I think English uh, will need for me very much.
Okay. What do you remember about learning language at school?
Yes, yes, I remember in my learning English, I read in village school. That's the reason there have not was not any high educational system, and so I did not can learn very smart English.
Okay. What do you think would be the hardest language for you to learn?
Yes, I think in my point of view, France, French or Chinese is language very hardest for me because I cannot uh, can't understand anything of these languages. So I think it's hard for me.
Okay, that's good. This is the India part one. You have 1 minute to prepare yourself for the Q cut. 1 minute is finished. You can start.
Okay. I would like to talk about a website which is I always use for buy something. The website name is Food Panda. Few days ago, I bought from their biryani. Uh, I am just foodie person. That's the reason. Always I am trying to something new food. So I ordered for biryani, and they gave the biryani after 1 hour. And when I opened the box, and I am feeling very happy because the biryani was very mouth-watering taste, and looking gravy. So uh, and yummy delicious. So and I was very satisfied for to buy it. Last but not least, so my family was also uh, bought this type of food from Food Panda, and I also like this website. That's it.
ওকে আপনি ওকে আপনার হইতেছে 1.5 মিনিট তো ক্রস করে নেয় এবং অনেক বড় পজ ছিল আর কি ওকে উইচ ইজ নো প্রবলেম
Yes.
day by day we will improve our speaking. Okay, no problem. So this is
Yes.
your
Yes.
end of your part 2. So this is part 3. What
Okay.
kind of things do people in your country often buy from online shop?
Yes. In our nowadays in our countries, people like very much to buying something from online because they are very busy, and the pandemic situation, they like it, and they always they prefer for uh, uh, cosmetics, dresses, also food, and vegetables. But they are very like food from buy online.
Okay, so that's good. Why do you think online shopping has become so popular nowadays?
Yes. In my point of view, nowadays mm, people are very interested about online shopping because it is a pandemic situation. Lots of people from their house bought they think that when we are bought something for go outside, we are affected by coronavirus or lost time or lost money for transport system. That's the reason.
Okay. What are some possible disadvantages of buying things from online shop?
Yes, it's a good question. Sometimes we mm, things from online. Online has lots of disadvantages because sometimes we bought something from any website. They give us a bad product, and I think there's the disadvantages.
Okay, so thank you. This is your end of your exam. So আমার ফিডব্যাক হইতেছে আপনি একটু বাসায় নিজে নিজে প্র্যাকটিস করুন একটা আর একটা হইতেছে কিছু ইউটিউবে কিছু চ্যানেল আছে যেখানে হইতেছে স্টোরি শোনায় আর কি হ্যাঁ লেভেল 1 লেভেল 2 লেভেল 3 ওইগুলা আপনি শুনেন আর সাথে সাথে ওইগুলা আবার বলেন তাইলে কি হবে আপনার লিসেনিং হবে এবং আপনার স্পিকিংটাও হয়ে যাবে আর কি তো একটু যদি প্র্যাকটিস করেন আর কি তাদের ওই নেটিভে দেখবেন যে শুনতে শুনতে তাদের নেটিভের টোনটাও আসবে আবার হইতেছে তা ওই আপনার
হ্যাঁ,
ফ্লুয়েন্সিটাও আস্তে আস্তে বাড়বে। এটা কিন্তু ফ্লুয়েন্সি জীবনও এক লাফে বাড়ানো যায় না, ঠিক আছে, বা কথা বলার ইয়েটা। তো এটা আস্তে আস্তে বাড়তে হয় আর কি। সো আপনি যদি এটা একটু ফলো করেন, আমি লিংক দিয়ে দিচ্ছি গ্রুপে, তো আপনি দেখে নিয়েন। এরকম আরো অনেক চ্যানেল
ওকে,
আছে যেখান
থ্যাংক
থেকে
ইউ ভাইয়া।
আপনি মনে করেন যে
হ্যাঁ,
স্টোরি আছে যেগুলো আমাকে অনেক উপকার করছে। আমি যখন স্টার্টিং করছিলাম আমারও খুব খারাপ অবস্থা ছিল প্রথম দিকে।
হ্যাঁ, হ্যাঁ,
মুখে থেকে কথা বের হইতো না, ওয়ার্ড হারায় যাইতো, মাথা থেকে ওয়ার্ড লস্ট হয়ে যাইতো, ঠিক আছে।
হ্যাঁ, আমারও একই অবস্থা।
হ্যাঁ, অনেক বড় পজ নিতে হইতো, ঠিক আছে। তারপরে আপনার যেমন হয় আসে আর কি অনেকগুলা। সো এইগুলা হইতেছে আস্তে আস্তে রিডিউস করতে হবে আর কি। ওকে, সো আজকে আর সময় না নিয়ে আজকে শেষ করি। ওই ফাতে বিনতে ইলিয়াস, ওনার তো মনে হয় স্পিকিং স্পিকারের প্রবলেম, উনি মনে হয় কথা বলতে পারতেছে না। যদি বলে আপনি স্পিকারটা একটু ঠিক করে কালকে জয়েন করেন। সো আমরা তাহলে আজকে এখানেই রাখি, কালকে আবার জয়েন করি, ঠিক আছে।